pretty interesting information on a couple of the startups we're following. One, the Slate truck. Now, Slate's website for a moment popped up a price of $24,950, I think it was. And some people are saying, well, this is a mistake. It's snuck through because they're not supposed to release that until the 24th of June, which isn't here yet. But Slate has a very savvy marketing team. You remember they wrapped a bunch of trucks and just they kind of showed up all over the place. They had a big reveal party. They know what they're doing on the marketing side. They've got more money than most of these startups with the backing of Andy Bezos. So this was not a mistake. They put this number up there for just a few minutes, hoping you or I would catch it so we'd be talking about it, which we are. We're talking about it. So now's the question that we asked before, would you buy Slate? Would you buy Slate now for over $24,000, under 25, which is beautiful to see? It's stripped down, less than 200 miles range, no paint. You know, you wrap it the way you want to wrap it. And it doesn't have like an entertainment system. You just use your phone, which I like that part myself. Crank windows we talked about before, very controversial. I don't like them. A lot of you do like them. That's great, fantastic. So would you buy the Slate? Let me know in the comments. The second one, the Telo truck. This was a fascinating one. They released a video recently showing that they're going to have the ability to charge at 400 watt and 800 watt architecture stations, fast charging stations. They do this by having two 400 watt packs sitting on top of 800 watt pack, and it gives them access to legacy, older chargers, and the modern chargers, fast chargers being put in now. I think that's very clever, very smart. And what I've noticed about Telo is that they don't tend to release information until they're pretty sure about it. And we haven't seen a whole bunch of things change. They locked up the supplier for the body in white, and then they talked about it. So they've been very careful about this, and I think this is a good release. And they're very careful not to say how fast the charging could be, but they did say they think we'll be pleasantly surprised or something like that. So that's good information from Telo. We don't have a price yet, but it's interesting. And lastly, of course, my favorite is the Aptera Solar EV. Information has been kind of slow coming recently. They're still in this, always need to raise money phase, kind of like Telo is. But they got a bunch of the vehicles built, the pre-production vehicles, the vehicles that they're going to eventually crash test and so forth. That they're able to test everything. So they're on the road. The testing's happening now. And then they released this weird picture of the tailgate open, and it just had some kind of phrase in it. And then when some of the online sleuths started figuring out, well, what's different, they figured there's more solar added to the back window. And that's great. More solar is the better. What I don't like about it, and this is just me, hey, if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. A long time ago, I talked to Chris Anthony, and he said, we're just going to keep engineering until we have the money we need to go full production. He might have said it just like that. He's very eloquent. But the idea is, hey, if we don't have the money to get to full production, we'll just keep engineering. My thought, just a dummy here in Michigan, engineering is done. Let's get this thing on the road. And it's easy for me to say. I'm not the guy trying to raise hundreds of millions of dollars. So this is just, my thought is, I like it the way it is. I want mine the way it is. I'll pay the price for the way it is. That's me. And if I'm wrong, if you want them just to continue engineering, and eventually release the product, let me know in the comments. And I know it's more complicated than that. Listen, I get it. So those are the three startups I've been watching a little bit closer lately. Of course, Aptera for a long time, and recently Slate and Telo. I love your comments. Is one of these on your list? Which one? Are all of them on your list? I've had a lot of people say they want a garage with a Telo truck and an Aptera, which is pretty cool. What about the Ford EV? They released some pictures of that thing on the road being tested, the EV truck. They're a small truck, supposed to be quote-unquote affordable. We'll see. I'm looking forward to seeing what Ford comes up with. Chad with Drive Lightning, the positively charged YouTube channel with the best channel members in the world. These folks. And if you haven't joined yet, why not? It doesn't cost much. Hit the join button. It'll take you to some outdated video. But then you can see the price structure. But really, it doesn't cost a lot to be a member, but it helps us out a tremendous amount. So we really appreciate you. And all of you for your comments, your super thanks, your support. You guys and gals are amazing. Keep being you. Thanks.